Hey everybody, it's Derek here at High Five Resale Shop. We're back in the storage area. It is Monday, April 20th, and I'm going to tell you how terrible of a reseller I am. I have not listed anything except one item that was, a return and then relisted automatically. That was on April 11th. And then I listed 6 CDs. 6 CDs on April 6th. And then the stuff before that I listed, maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3 items on April or March 22nd. My store is still selling stuff, but it is slower, I think, than a little bit than normal. That is due to the amount of listing that I've been doing. I started on a project last month to move out of my office where I was working out of in the house and move all into the storage area, and then make the room that I moved out of my daughter's bedroom. So just her by herself in a single bedroom, which I really am happy for her that she has her own bedroom now. And then there's another bedroom we have to make here in the house. We have to erect a wall, and one of our other kids is going to have their own room then. So then everybody will have their own room. But I started on that project, and I'm kind of lost in how to go about listing, where I'm going to do it in the house. So I'm totally out of my routine at this point. We're still selling things. I'm still sourcing a little bit. I mean, because it's just exciting to go to garage sales, I think. And that is like, some people go golfing. Some people like woodwork. This is what I like to do in my free time, is like go to a garage sale and pick a few things up. Nothing of no big lots or collections or anything like that in the past couple weeks, or since I started this project about moving my daughter into her own room. But I'll show you a few things that I bought over the last couple weekends. But let's go through the things that sold over the weekend. We had 14 sales, I think. Let's see, let's refresh this. 15 sales. 15 sales for $290. That's the gross amount. So there's a bunch of eBay fees and shipping that's going to come out of that. So it's, like I said, it's not that great. Before a month of not listing anything, I could expect to make $400 to $500 in a weekend. And if I was really on top of my game, like maybe 6 or 7. So $600 or $700 in a weekend. So definitely not listing has not helped. But being the fact that I did all this work prior to that, it kind of keeps the flow going. My 30-day total has dipped a bit. I tried to go into the performance thing. It wasn't working when I was looking at it just about 20 minutes ago. But I'd like to see where my performance sales wise from this month last year was to this, and see if it's a big dip or if it's just a little tiny dip. So let's go through the things that sold. We'll start back on Friday. So the first thing is an international shipment, it looks like. So this is a Jordan, from the country Jordan, ashtray, some little souvenir that somebody got. You can see that. It says Jordan on the side. And this sold for $6.74 plus shipping on top. And it's going eBay International Shipping. The next item that sold was a Ralph Lauren red striped shirt. This is a large, and as I sit here and look at it, I think it's probably gonna come back as a return. It doesn't look quite large enough. I don't think it's a girl's large, but it could be. So that's sad. But we will ship it to the customer and see what happens after that. I did find out today somebody asked to ship back or return another Ralph Lauren. It was probably a Ralph Lauren orange polo that I sold last week. They want to return it. It says it doesn't fit. Of course, they didn't say it doesn't fit because they don't want to pay the shipping back. They said it was defective. So it is what it is. I gave them an RA number and approved a USPS label, and we'll see if that comes back or not. Sometimes people are just looking for you to refund them their money right away, and when you tell them you got to do some work to get it, like you got to return it, they just don't ever do it. So the people who are looking for a free t-shirt, they just look for that, and they're waiting for you to send them the full refund back without getting the item back. So I kind of feel it out. If it's something I don't necessarily want back, like I paid a penny for it or something, and it wasn't a good seller to begin with, then I'll just be like, I'll just refund you the money. You donate it wherever. And even in that, you can have problems where you're like donated and then somehow they open up a return after you've given them a refund. Somehow they've opened up a return and they ship it back. Then you're paying for that label, which is a real bummer because you weren't looking for that to happen. But I don't know how that ever works, but sometimes it happens. The next thing that sold was this men's burnt orange Texas Longhorns polo. It's a large, and it sold for $7.75 plus shipping on top. So that got that at a garage sale for like 25 cents. So it's a pretty good turnaround on that investment. The next item that sold was the Scream 2 soundtrack. It doesn't have the back artwork on it. That was disclosed in the listing. And this sold for $3.55 plus shipping on top. I don't normally sell stuff that low, but sometimes I just would rather get it out than take it down. The next item that sold was a quantity of 2 of this book called I'll Wait Right Here. It is a 2002 hardcover book, and these are both new copies. And the 2 of them sold for $10.48 plus shipping on top. And I still have 1 of these available. I don't really know much about that book. I think I had 6 of them when I started, and now I have 1 left. So that's good. Let's see here. The next thing is one person who ordered 3 items. I'm going to have to go back and refund them some shipping on it, but I appreciate their order. So they had gotten these 3 WOW CDs, $9.99, a 96, and 2001. They bought this group of WOW CDs, 2004 and 1998, and then they bought this group of Santana CDs. So this is Essential Santana, and it is 2 CD set, and it's missing some of the artwork on it. And then we got Santana Supernatural, also missing the artwork on it, and Shaman, missing some of the artwork on it. The WoW CDs, if you don't know, these are all... It was a thing before Now was a thing, where it put all the pop songs together. This puts all the Christian songs of that year together. And so, like, the 2004 one has artists like Mercy Me and Newsboys, Third Day, Toby Mac, Jars of Clay, Rebecca St. James, Jeremy Camp, Audio Adrenaline, Jackie Vasquez, Point of Grace, Michael W. Smith, Amy Grant. Let's see, where's another newer one? 2001. Stephen Curtis Chapman, CeCe Winans, DC Talk, let's see, POD. So, a whole bunch of Christian music going out. Right now, I think one of my favorite artists is Need to Breathe. But if you have a favorite Christian artist, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what your favorite Christian artist is. Another one of my favorites is Crowder, David Crowder. So, and then Santana. So these Santana CDs have on Black Magic Woman, Oye Como Vai, and then it's got the ones from Supernatural, which were really good. So there was Love of My Life featuring Dave Matthews, and then Put Your Light On featuring Everlast, Smooth with Rob Thomas, Maria Maria with Wyclef Jean, yeah, so these have some really good music on it. And then I'll combine shipping on this for the gentleman who bought it and try and save him some money on the shipping. The next thing that sold was another CD. It's let me see here. It's a Reader's Digest to 4 CDs, 4 CD set. 20 years of #1 hits, 1940 to 1959. Reader's Digest. And you know what? This is such small print that I have a hard time seeing it. But I don't know. 1940 to 1959. That's not my wheelhouse of music. So, it's got a lot of music on there. Each CD has like 19 tracks, 20 tracks on it. So it's a lot of music on there. So it's a good deal. The next item that sold, this one sold for $8.24. Let's go back to the one before that. Okay, so the 2 CDs of WoW sold for $12.74 plus shipping, and then the 3 CDs plus the Santana CDs sold for $27.73. So that guy, Garrett, thank you for your order, Garrett. We'll get some money back to him through the shipping, combined shipping thing. So the next item is this Crown Linen Designs. It's a gray with white linen shirt, women's size large, and that sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. Crown Linen Designs, if you find them, just linen in general sells pretty good. People are looking for linen and all cotton items. So If you see them in the thrift store or a garage sale, pick them up. Crown Linen Designs usually goes for a little bit more than $14.99. I've had that for about a year and a half up, so I was happy to get rid of it for $14.99. So then we got the Banana Republic skirt that's sold. It's like a beige pencil skirt, and it's a size 6, and it's sold for $13.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is a CD called Inner Party System, the Download EP, and it says alt rock indie music. I don't know anything about this band. $14.99 plus shipping on top. The next item is another lot of CDs by Jocelyn Enriquez. Do You Miss Me? Lovely. And then Jocelyn. So these 3 CDs sold for $10 plus shipping on top. Again, Christian music, Christian Latin music. The next item that sold was a brand new copy of the 1975 Notes on a Conditional Form. I know the 1975. There's a couple of songs that I like that they've made. I can't think of the names of them off the top of the head. Let's see, what is it? Yep, I couldn't name them. I don't know which songs. Maybe Somebody Else is the one that I know of. But pretty good band, indie rock kind of thing going on. And this sold for $6.74 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold was this You Me Dog Wash Shower tub adapter. It turns your bathtub into a dog wash station, kind of by... It's got this cup that goes over the faucet part of the tub area, and then it pushes water through the hose so you can spray your dog down. And that came out of that owl liquidation thing, and it had the cost of a penny on it, and it sold for $12.74 plus shipping on top. This stuff is kind of dangerous to sell because you never know if all the pieces have been returned or included with it. So it's stuff that comes in the pallet sale type stuff, but we will see if that sticks. It's one of the things that if they have a problem with it and want to return it, I would just give them their money back and just be done with it. I don't want it back. And then lastly, the last thing are these wings. These American Airlines Junior Stewardess Gold Tone Wing Pins. And there's 4 of them in this lot. And they sold for $11.99 plus shipping on top. And they are vintage items. So that is everything that's sold over the course of the weekend. And the next thing I'll show you is the stuff I bought at a garage sale. I spent $53 there. It was an interesting garage sale. It was at a storage locker facility in a bigger building that you would think the storage locker facility would use for their own business, but they had rented it out to another business, and then that business was having a garage sale for themselves and a bunch of employees. So they were selling some of the things that they used in their business, and then some other random stuff, I guess. The business sold hot sauce, so they had all kinds of hot sauces that they were trying to get rid of that I guess were not good sellers or the whatever. And then a lot of kitchen items where you would like use to mix stuff, and it looked like they just kept getting better and better, like equipment and stuff, and they got rid of the old equipment. But there was also like piles of clothes and stuff. So I was looking through the clothes. First off, I got these pans. This is a Cafe Collection Wolfgang Puck pan, and it's 810 stainless steel. I just thought that it looked like something somebody might buy. It's in good shape, and it's a hefty pan. And then I got this skillet from the Wolfgang Puck Cafe Collection. It's a 10-ounce omelet pan. It's still got the residue from the sticker. I gotta get that off. But these two, I think they got them for $1.50 each. So I'll see if I can sell them for $20 a piece, or maybe $15 a piece. All their pants were $2, so I pretty much grabbed almost everything. This looks like a men's pair of Guess pants, Guess jeans, and they're size 36. I'm just gonna put it in here. This is a Levi's, size 33. I think these are women's, but I can't be sure, so I'll look a little further into it later. But these jeans, each of these jeans should probably get somewhere around $20. This is a pair of, let's see here, Hollister, I think. Yeah, these are Hollister. These are men's Hollister jeans. And then these are some Maurice's women's pants with distress fronts. And then what is this? Guess jeans again, with distressing in the front. So there's that. There were these shoes, which have never been worn, still on the little hang tag from Maurice's, and they are size 8. So those were $1. Should be able to get $20 for them, maybe. And this has the TJ Maxx tag on it. It is a Steve Madden bag. I don't see damage to it at all. I didn't check the zipper, which I probably should have when I was there. But it zips. And should be able to get $20 for that bag. This shirt is a Missouri shirt. I don't like picking up Missouri stuff. It's the state in which I'm at, but it doesn't sell particularly well. But for $1, the shirts were $1, so it's just a plain old one with tags still on it. I think I should be able to get somewhere around $20 for it. But there's just not enough people interested in buying Missouri, which is the big university here, and then the other university, which is South Missouri State, is the other one. And there's a lot of people wearing it. It's just there's no interest on eBay for it. So I like to tend to get the bigger schools like the Michigans, the Notre Dames, those who have lots of alumni. So this bag was $4. The tag was still on there. So it is one of those giveaways from Victoria's Secret, and it is it's in brand new condition. So it was taken out of the plastic but never really used. And then continuing that theme, this says $5. It's still got the plastic wrap on it. It's got the fringe. It's a free Victoria's Secret bag with a special purchase. And that's that. And then this Tommy Hilfiger like tote bag. I need to do some like lint rolling on it. It's in pretty good condition. The inside doesn't have any staining on it, and the bottom is pretty good. It looks like a barely used bag. Then I got this book. I didn't look this up. It was 50 cents. California Pizza Kitchen Family Cookbook. And it's new. It's never been opened. Cracks when you open it. And so 50 cents. I believe it's got to be worth at least $10 to $15. You never know, though. You never know. I got a bunch of shirts. The shirts were all $1 a piece. This one says The Cure. And it's just like a tie-dye pattern with a little tie at the bottom. And it's kind of like a gauzy type of material. I do see some peeling now on it. I might not sell that one. This one is a Charlotte Russe. It's got the tag on it still, so maybe that's something it's got going for it, but it's a medium large supposedly, so stretchy. Nighttime shirt, I guess. These shorts, Softy. It's still got a hang tag on here, so I don't know if these were ever used or not. But those were interesting. This shirt says Cable and Gauge, which I think is a Kohl's brand. I'm not sure about that. It's got a lot of ruffles here. Oh, it says Macy's, so return tag on it. It's a large. Still got the tags on it, so that's cool. This is a 24/7 Maurice's with the tag still on it, the clearance tag on it. It's an extra large. It's got like this Neapolitan like look to it. What is this? All these shirts were $1. This is a Gap shirt. Just ivory color. Then we got this shirt is a Angela 2. Angela. So it is doesn't have a size necessarily. No, I don't see a size. It looks small, but it's got the embellishment up here at the neckline. This is just a black International Concepts 2XL shirt. It's got some like sheerness to the top yoke and the sleeves. This still has tags on it, and this says Perrier Cardin, Pierre Cardin, and it is a, what size are you? Large, 12-14, a little cardigan sweater. No, a little cardigan blouse top. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, getting all my stuff mixed up. Let's see here. We got a little floral top here. It's 9 West. It says it's an extra large. And then we got JM collection, like a blue cheetah print thing going on. We have this Style & Co. It says medium. Teal top. And then we got this Maurice's, size 0. Black top. This is Polo, Ralph Lauren, size large. And then we got a sweater here, American Eagle. It's all crossed out on there. And so it's a medium. That's a pretty nice sweater. A couple different colors on it. Then we got this floral top. It says Corey America. It says it's a large. Nice floral top there. Then this is a Missouri State large with tags Russell shirt. MSU. And then we got this black shirt here. Again, ink 2XL, just straight black. It's got no extras on it, it looks like. And we got this, I think this was a Jessica Simpson thing. Yeah, there's a large Jessica Simpson shirt. I thought my wife might be interested in that one. And then we have this one here. This is a pair of Old Navy active leggings. And size extra large. Floral, blue floral print. We're almost done with this garage sale thing. I like to keep everything together in a bag, and then when I get to it, so I could put in the SKU, like the information of what I paid for it, so that I could tell you guys what, you know, did I make money on it, did I not make money on it. This is Cable and Gauge, and so it's a pink large shirt. And then we got this purple cardigan, August Silk. Usually sells pretty good. It's just a solid purple. And then these had tags on it. They're both Joe Boxer, which is a Kmart brand, which means it's old. But this bikini bottom, Joe Boxer. And then this Joe Boxer with the hot pink and purple top. So all that stuff there for $53. Was there anything else that I got there? I'm trying to think. I think that's it. All those clothes for $53. I went to another garage sale. I only bought one thing there. They had records for 50 cents. So I bought this Alice Cooper record, Welcome to My Nightmare. And the liner notes are there with all the, you know, with the words, the lyrics on them, and the record's in very, very good condition. It was the only like rock CD that they had, so I grabbed it. And then I'm gonna grab the third garage sale that I went to. Hold on. Okay, so in this third garage sale, it was actually the first one that I went to this weekend. This is what I got. It's a case full of cassettes, and so not a lot of them. They're not great. They're not like rock and roll, but we got Alabama Greatest Hits Volume 3 in here. We got Eddie Rabbitt, Best of Eddie Rabbitt and Greatest Hits 2 in there. I guess this case is not that bad in terms of like, probably could sell this case too. It's vintage. Dolly Parton, 9 to 5 and Other Odd Jobs. Ronnie Milsap, Greatest Hits. John Denver's Greatest Hits. There's this Ronnie Milsap, which doesn't have a case. And there's Lee Greenwood over here. Anne Murray. There's this one. And there's this one. And then there's this Dorsey Sinatra Sessions. There's My Fair Lady and Camelot, which I don't think is gonna get me anything. And this Barry Manilow CD. Barry Manilow Greatest Hits cassette tape. So I thought that was interesting. The case might be worth something to somebody. The case looks like. But that's that. And then everything at this garage sale, including those cassettes, was $30. So we got a bunch of clothes in here as well. This is like a Wrangler skirt, shirt, tunic type of deal. Denim top. And then this, I looked Alexandra K up. I guess it's an artist. And this is like merch from her concert. But it's got her name over here, embroidered. And on the back it says, All I've Ever Known. And it is a extra large pink tie-dye sweatshirt. And then this, I didn't see the peeling on it, but maybe I could take care of it. It is Sweet Claire, and it is a extra large, and it's got the heart on the front, and then on the back it says, Stay kind to yourself. So pick that up. And then there was this Packers gear there. So this is a medium Green Bay Packers women's V-neck. And then this is a women's V-neck Packers gray. So I got that. And then I picked up these Body Waves rollers. I haven't tested them or anything yet, but should be able to get like $20 for those if it's all there. And then these are Maurice's, and it's like a capri size 20 women's. And then another Maurice's, another cropped pant, mid-rise, probably size 20 as well. Yeah. These are shorts. These are Aeropostale high-rise vintage short, and these are a size 12, and they have distressing on the front, so I'll need to get those up quickly for summer. And then this pair of Miss Me jeans, this was the most expensive thing, I think. I paid $7 for these. They're size 31, and then they got the sparkly butt. So I haven't sold a lot of Miss Me jeans. In fact, this is my first pair that I've ever been able to find at a garage sale. So that wasn't like outrageously priced that I wasn't going to pay it. So should be able to get at least 20 for all those pairs of jeans, and hopefully the Miss Me ones I'll make, I don't know, somewhere around $30 for those, because I did pay up for them. So that whole grouping there was $30 with the cassettes and such. And the only other thing was that we did our Whatnot show. I'm trying to get some information from Whatnot on why they charged me so much for some labels. But we sold 63 items and we made $123 from those 63 items. We were on a show for 3 hours. The first hour, nothing really happened. We showed a lot of clothes. But the last hour, it kind of really kicked into high gear. We had a couple people bidding against each other. And I had one customer who bought 30 items and had another customer who bought 14 items. We had to put the two kids to bed that were up with us doing that because it was 10 o'clock. And I just felt it was the most responsible thing to do. I do think that if we would have just kept going, we could have kept the frenzy that was the purchasing that was happening. We could have had it kept going. But I mean, we didn't sell stuff for a lot of money. We just basically $1 and $2. It was all stuff that we got from a pallet sale blowout that we bought the remainder of somebody's pallet sale business that they were getting out of it, and they had a lot of clothes left over. So basically we sorted them into men's, women's, children's area, swimsuits, and like lingerie. And I have totes over here full of them. And we just started going through the dresses and the women's clothes and trying to sell them off. The next time maybe we'll dip into the men's t-shirts and stuff. But we put a lot of really cool t-shirts out there for people to buy, and nobody bid on any of them. Like a Rolling Stones t-shirt that no one bid on, Pink Floyd, Hello Kitty stuff like that, a Shania Twain shirt, yeah, just different musical artists I thought were cool, and like pop culture references and stuff like that. Didn't do anything for the people on that show, so we just kept showing them the things that we thought they were interested in. Like, we would ask, what do you want to see? And people were like, extra large and stuff like that. And I know the person who bought 30 things, that wasn't for her. She's either selling them on eBay or selling them somewhere else, which is fine. I'm happy that she was able to do that. Hope she comes back around and buys some more stuff. But I'm really worried about these. Well, I don't know if I should be worried, but I think I should just be more vigilant next time in my shipping parameters and figure that out. I think that was the thing that was holding us back. I mean, we didn't make a ton of money, but if we had made a ton of money and we lost it all through the shipping, that would have been a big bummer. So we sold $123 worth of stuff, and then Whatnot matched us on every dollar that we sold up to $150, so they matched it with $123. They have already paid us that money, so that's interesting. We supposedly owe Whatnot $15 in shipping labels for the $123 worth of stuff, because they charged for one customer's shipment, which would have been one large flat rate box for USPS. They charged me like $85 for that box, which seems outrageous and crazy. I don't understand what went wrong there, especially when the customer was supposed to pay $10 of the shipping, which would have covered almost all of the flat rate shipping box. But anyway, we're going to try again. We'll pay a little bit more attention to the shipping parameters and stuff on there, so we don't get sucked into this losing money thing again. And then Whatnot's got like other offers out there. I don't really recall what it was. Something about selling $500 and then making something from that. I don't remember what that was, but I'll have to look into that. But that's all we got here at Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Remember, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Helps the channel out. If you have any questions or comments about what I showed you today, please let me know down below. I'd love to answer your question or any questions that you may have about reselling. And we will see you the next time. Remember, when you're out and about at the garage sale and you see that really cool item that you pick up, Remember to give yourself a high five next time. See you later.